I think a role model is not just a person who stands out and stands alone. I think a role model is an individual who also informs, educates, and stimulates other people to go out and be advocates.
We're looking for people from Oakland and familiar with Oakland schools to work in the schools.
Dr. Staggers has impacted the East Bay on so many different levels. As a physician and the director of adolescent health over at Children's Hospital here in Oakland, but also she's gone off campus, if you will, into the community, and especially focused in on the adolescents, introducing them to health, not just health for themselves, but understanding the health industry.
And then we're just going to measure how fast you can blow and how much.
And they get real ticked off when you say one thing and do another.
My motivation for the work I do with FACES and the other programs we have at Children's, where we're trying to get kids from Oakland to become health professionals, is that I remember what it was like. I had a 7th grade counselor who told me I was only fit to wash dishes. And that's a horrible experience to have as a child. And I see a lot of young men and women who come in and they're like, get me off the streets, give me something to do. Tell me I can do something with my life. Tell me I'm worth more than to be locked up and make money doing license plates or something. So for me, the motivation is to give them a vision and a future, and to let them know they're worth something. They're not throwaway kids.
I met her through some conflicts that were going on in school that I was involved in. She was actually able to pull me out of that and, offer me a job as a peer educator. Many years later, she found me again and offered me a job that I couldn't refuse. So, this position has definitely opened a lot more doors for me and, helped me decide, to also become a doctor.
It started out with this one idea that Dr. Staggers had, and now she's putting soldiers back into the community to, improve the quality of life, basically, in those communities. Teaching people like me, as a young up-and-coming physician who wants to one day be her, to go out into the community and empower our young people.
I think the way that people practice medicine has changed, and she's been in the vanguard in the leadership of that, especially as it relates to young people. So she's just been enormous in terms of making the connection with individuals, with community, with environment, and then with clinics and hospitals as well.
And I have to say, often the worst ones, whatever that means, are the ones who are the most bright, are the ones who have the most potential, are the ones who are the most resilient. And yeah, they drive you crazy, which is why I have these gray streaks in my hair. Like one of those is a patient that was driving me crazy. But they do phenomenal things when they become adults. And how do you put a price on a teen coming up to you and saying, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself? How do you put a price on a life? I mean, for me, that's the motivation in the work.